Okay, remember that they are changing my voice. I'm not gay. This video series is about the idea of an economy. The word economy was made by people who were trying to confuse you. They use wordplay and they talk about the tricks of the trade. They want people to be able to confuse you so that they can use you. And they have certain groups, like the Freemasons, who understand the tricks of the trade more than a lot of people. And they take advantage of the semantics. It is a semantics game. I looked up the definition of economy, came across several definitions. None of them were sufficient. They were put in a way that's confusing. We're going to get into that in part 2. But in part 1, here we're going to talk about the definition in a way that's easy to understand. An economy is a non-specific idea, or it's a specific idea. For example, the economy in California, right here and now, versus we need an economy for California or America, right? We need a logical economy, right? It's a non-specific idea. So an economy is an idea or a non-specific idea that people are supposed to discuss. It is a philosophical idea. The components of an economy include distribution, use, consumption, practices, management, trade, and production of goods and services. Obviously, resources, especially scarce resources and human resources, are key. So I'm going to read the definition again. I'm going to explain it, and then we'll wrap this up. An economy is an idea or a non-specific idea that people are supposed to discuss. It is a philosophical idea. The components of an economy include distribution, use, consumption, practices, management, trade, and production of goods and services. Obviously, resources, especially scarce resources and human resources, are key. So we're supposed to discuss what an economy is. It is very important. People are supposed to get together. They're supposed to decide what they believe. What I believe is universal, pinpointed, moral precision. Whether we're talking about religion, philosophy, dating, or economy, right? Or an economic model. So we're supposed to discuss it. It's not a fixed idea. It's not a Ford Mustang from a certain year. It's something we're supposed to discuss and adjust over time as a society in a democracy. It's not very hard to understand it. It's one of the most important things in your life. It is a philosophical idea. For example, communism is a philosophical idea. It's also an economic system and has various forms. It's a grouping of economic system, this type of communism or that. Same with socialism. There's a bunch of forms of socialism. Same with capitalism, which is a philosophy that puts the rich people above everyone else. It's the idea of a feudal system, of an oligarchy, of an authoritarian system on a spectrum, right? They want rich people to push you around and have classes that are made in a way that's unfair. There's a difference between a free market economy as an idea and capitalism. That is a particular type of a free market economy that's designed to elevate the rich. That's why it's called capitalism. It's not called moralism. It's not called a moral free market economy. It's called capitalism because they're trying to capitalize on an unfair system. Capitalism is about exploiting people and abusing people and sexually controlling people. It's about rich people getting together and lobbying the government so they can continue to abuse people. Communism is about pretending to care about the capitalist exploitation of people while people behind the scenes take advantage of their government positions and hoard wealth and abuse people. That's how these things were intended to play out. What we need is a moral free market economy. We need a an economic model that's designed from universal pinpoint and moral precision. When we think about the motive, the formula, the model, and the output, we have to ask ourselves, what is it? What does it mean? And what shall we do? Please stay tuned for part 2.